just going to give everybody a chance to get into the room, and then we'll get started. I don't know if it's going to be a general collective reading or a zodiac reading. I'm just picking up on energy, and it's kind of jumping all over the place. So wherever the energy lands is where we're going to land with this as it pertains to general collective or zodiac. So we're just going to pick up on the energy. But right now, I'm just going to get my disclaimer out of the way. Welcome in. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Hi, Free the People. Hi, Big 1111. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Big 1111. Yeah, yesterday was a great day. It was a great day, and it was my first live in a while, so I was really happy to get into it. But I'm back today, and we're going to see what type of energy we pick up on. Yeah, so I'm recording live, coming to you live from Nature's Daughter and Empress Goddess Energy 1111. So I'm trying to build that channel as well. Yes, today is a great day. Free the people. Free the people, Big 1111. You guys are awesome. I love your energy. It's so positive. And you always bring positive, people along, It's like they see you guys in here with the positive energy and they join in, instead of trolling. So I love it. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. Thank you all for your time and energy. Thank everybody for coming in, sharing their time, their energy. Because you could go anywhere else, but you chose me, and I really appreciate it. Like I said, this is Nature's Daughter coming to you live from Nature's Daughter and Empress Goddess Energy. Quick disclaimer, this is for adults only. So thank you for being you. I appreciate you guys. But if you're under 18, please leave the room voluntarily. I don't want to be responsible for anyone that's not a legal adult, okay? Also, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate. If it resonates with you, then the messages is most likely for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay, because everything isn't supposed to resonate with everyone. This is a general collective reading. Even if I wind up doing a zodiac reading, it's still a general zodiac reading because I'm picking up energy from everyone, right? Hi, Pushed Wolf. Awesome. Are you native? If you are, awesome, native pride. But welcome, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe. And if you want to be a member, go on over to Nature's Daughter and you can grab a membership. Okay, guys? Let's get into this reading. Yeah. Whoa. I'm a Chiefs fan, guys. I'm a Chiefs fan and a Lions fan, but because I'm from Detroit. But my mom and my dad are from Kansas City. And my mom was a diehard Chiefs fan, and she loved Mahomes. And she got this shirt when they won the first Super Bowl. This is my mom's shirt when she was still alive. Not Indian, Mangesh. It's I'm Native. I'm Native American from the U.S. But yeah. But anywho, hi CC Warner. I hope you guys are all having a very blessed day. Hi Mangesh, the core. Wow, it's almost just replace the T with the S and it's Shakur, Tupac Shakur. Hey! Yes, it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderfully blessed day, guys, and I hope everyone is having a wonderfully blessed day. I'm on the road with my husband, and I'm coming to you live from his truck. So, hi, Dexter Howard. I live in Texas, and I'm telling you, everybody here, they love Mahomes. But it's probably because he went to Texas Tech, So they love the Chiefs around here. But yeah, I love football, so I really dig the game. I went to a game at the Chiefs Stadium. It was the Chiefs against when Minnesota, no, not Minnesota, San Diego was still the Chargers. They're LA Chargers now, but it was San Diego Chargers back then. Oh man, that was such a great game. And we had great seats. I was like right behind the field goal, like the 9th row up. I was like, this is awesome. It was so awesome to me because I don't know, I guess I had never been to a game before, a football game. I've been to an NBA game when they first built the Auburn Hills Stadium back in the way back day. Um, I don't know if it was first built, but it was newly built. I'll say that. I was a kid. But anyway, we got to see the Pistons play Boston Celtics, and that was an awesome game. That was when the Bad Boys was in there. Isaiah Thomas, Vinny the Mac Truck, Bill Laimbeer. Even Rodman was still a Piston back then. So yeah, it was the bomb. Yes. Auburn Hills Palace. Yes. Hi, Kayla. Yeah, so I got a chance to go to a game there. You love Texas, CC? Texas is awesome. Everything is big in Texas. Hi, Aaron. Is it Salagi? It's very small on this phone, so if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. But thank you guys all for joining in. I just wanted to let you know I am a sports fan, so woo! But let's get into this reading. Let's see what energy we're gonna embark on today. I brought a lot of my cards with me, so I'm ready. I'm so ready. Let's see what energy we're gonna. You know what? Let's get into Zodiac. I feel like it's necessary. You know what? The last time I was doing Zodiacs, I never finished up. I still had Sagittarius and Leo to do, and I never got a chance to finish it because I've had so many life-altering things happen since then. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck, and then we're going to go ahead and choose who's coming out. Look, Gemini is trying to come out already. Capricorn is like, hello. Capricorn, Libra, Taurus. All right. All right, who's that? Evolving. Let's see. So far, we got Capricorn, Libra, and Taurus. So we're just going to start with those three. Okay? And it's basically whoa. Okay. Let's see who that is that jumped out like, hello. Hello. Okay, these are not zodiac signs. It's other cards in here other than zodiac signs. But I like to pick them randomly like this because that's how they want to come out, you know? Whoa. They're coming out a lot. Ah, a big stack. A big stack. And none of these are zodiac signs, which tells me I need to stick with the three that I've already picked. And that's what I'm going to do. Up, Leo. Leo said, no, you're not leaving me out. Well, okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. They gonna learn today, huh? They gonna learn today. I feel like it's about to be an awesome reading. Hubby's at work. He's gonna be at work for a while, so I got plenty of time. I might just do a long zodiac, a long marathon. That's what I might just turn this into. A zodiac marathon. I like doing the zodiac marathons. I noticed that a lot of people like to watch those videos because they like to just find their sign in there. All right. They're not coming out the way I thought they would. Gemini after Leo. All right. There's going to be distractions, and you're going to have a choice. You're going to have lots of doors opening for you, General Collective, Pisces. And you're going to have a choice to make. I feel like that's for Capricorn, actually. Going to have a choice to make. And it's going to be from something that happened in July. Something that you did in July is going to affect your today, and it's divine timing at play. Wow. And December is going to be a wonderful month. And you're going to have many factors very soon that are going to make things happen in your life. Okay? So just be aware of that. Just know that things are changing and fast right now. Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries. Uh-huh. Scorpio. Uh-huh. Are we done? Cancer, Virgo. All right, Virgo is going to be last, and that's how it's going to go down right there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo. That's the order that we're going to go. So Capricorn time. It's Capricorn time. Okay. So December 22nd through January 19th, uphill climb, but worth it. Okay. So let's get into it. Yeah. Work, practical, long term. So we already know what it is, Capricorn. We're hard workers, right? And sometimes we're so darn stubborn that we work harder than the average bear because we're perfectionists and we want everything to go our way. And the only way to make sure everything goes our way is if we get it done ourselves. That's how controlling we can be sometimes, right? It is what it is. Capricorn time, absolutely, big 1111. Let's get into it, huh? All right. I'm glad everybody's in good spirits. Open doors keeps coming out. So, and December, I feel like the open door is going to be in December. So understand, Capricorn, that when your season comes about, and I'm a Capricorn too, so this collective energy is talking to me as well, right? So what we got going on is Capricorn time. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen because it's going to start in December from what I'm feeling. It's going to start in December. So let's get into the hater deck. Okay, so guys, I like to show you what I'm using, and I forgot to leave it out the box. I had to put it away a little bit. Matter of fact, before we even get started, let's cleanse the energy. Okay? And then I can go ahead and get what I need to show you. All right, this is the deck that I'm about to use. The Graffiti. It's from Vibe About It. And I got that from Etsy. Okay? So you can see that up close and personal. Up close and personal. All right. We're just going to cleanse the energy, guys. I got my Tibetan bowl. Take in that cleansed energy, guys. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. One more time for the road. Yes, you feel that? That's cleansed energy, and I love it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Join the tribe, guys. If you feel inclined to grab a membership, you can go on over to Nature's Daughter and grab a membership there. Okay, and there's 4 tiers of membership, so you get which one talks to you, whichever one speaks to you, that's the one you should go with. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. You got to keep everything cleansed around here, okay? Let's get into it. So this is that deck that I was talking about, the one that I just showed you. 240 card deck. I love this freaking deck. It's awesome. Moderators, what we got going on? Oh, wow. Here we go. All right. Let's see. How do we want to do that? You know what? We're just going to put them in a timeout. Yeah. Oops. That was the wrong one. Okay. That's what I was trying to the Satan guy. We're gonna put you in a timeout so you can figure your stuff out. All right, free the people. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, I think we're good. Hi, Kayla. I think I said hi. Kayla May Roten. Okay. Dexter Howard. Yes. Hi. Cowboy fan. I love it. I love that I got sports fans in here. Awesome, Cece. I'm glad you're digging it. Okay, let's get into it. I had to go over to Nature's Daughter and get rid of a couple people because they were going on a tangent. I don't know why people come to tarot readings like spooked by tarot. It's like, don't seek it out if you're afraid of it. It's okay, you know. It's to each their own. Everybody's not into it, and I don't try to force it onto anyone, but I'm not here to be forced into your religious stuff either. So the people that are not into tarot, just go ahead and escort yourself out. You know, it's all right. Right? Bye bye to that guy. Oh yeah, there you go, free the people. He said no, bye to the haters. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hi, Sanjita. Jaya Prakash. I hope I said your name correctly. I get a kick out of trying, you know what I'm saying? Because my name is Arabic, so if I can't pronounce a name that's not American, what's going on? Right? Because American names are super easy, but, you know, when it comes to names that are not American, they can get a little tongue-tied. I get a little tongue-tied sometimes. Okay, this would not go. It wouldn't shuffle, and it's a reason for that. Stale relationship and subtle manipulation. Who's doing that? Huh? Get out of here with that. We don't do the manipulation because we are not victims over here. We're survivors, right? We don't play no games. Sajita, did I say that correctly? Hopefully I said your name correctly. All right, so subtle manipulation. What do we got going on here? Situation where someone is quietly pulling the strings, not aware of being controlled. Ooh, so this is a puppetized situation. Someone, or they feel like they have you puppetized and they don't. Oops, sorry, stronger than you thought I was. That's what's going on. That's the energy that I'm feeling, because Capricorns are not easily puppetized, you know? All the good D and the good P does not make us, you know, able to be manipulated. Okay, we're like, okay, that's good, but what else do you have to offer aside from a orgasm? Okay, stale relationship. That tells a big story right there. That tells a story about who's doing it, right? The manipulation. It's a stale relationship. It's probably an ex, a bitter ex at that. Because what happens when someone leaves the relationship? They start realizing that the grass was really only greener on the other side because it was artificial turf. So it was dyed green. My grass is green because it's natural. It's flourishing because I'm connected to the Most High, right? It's a difference. It's a difference. When you're operating from a high level, from a high vibrational frequency, everything you do rings true, right? When you're operating out of low level, low vibrations, crab in a barrel mentality, it rings. You can hear it loud and clear. You can see the facade slipping, the fakeness, the two-faced it, all that stuff. So that's where this stale relationship takes you. Takes things for granted, feels trapped in a monotonous connection, need to add spark back into connection. So this is a relationship that went stale. And the person that let it go stale is probably someone that was in and out of your life. Anyway, hi, Lane Abrahams. It feels like they wanted to... Oh, no, that's okay. It feels like they wanted to control you in a way where it was subtle manipulation, but they wanted to control you in a way where you were unaware, completely unaware, and they could do whatever they wanted, and you wouldn't fight in any way, shape, or form because you're all head over heels in love. Or what is the old saying, digmatized? Yeah, no thanks. So that's what was going on here with that stale relationship. They thought everything was okay and you were still on the roller coaster ride, but you got off a long time ago. right? And you've been healing. You've been healing yourself, Capricorn, because you don't play those games. You're like, you know what? No, something in me was letting me go through this because I needed to learn a lesson. So now I'm learning the lesson, getting to the blessing on the other side, and I'm going to be free of you, you know? And that's what you got to do. You got to free yourself of the people, places, and things that no longer serve your higher purpose. I say this every day for every reading because everyone needs to do that. You don't need to be told to do that. That's something everyone should do. If it's not serving your higher purpose or your greater good, get rid of it. Walk away from it because it's not for you. Anything or anyone that's trying to hold you back from your greater good, they are not for you. Okay? So remember that. And don't go outside of yourself for answers, right? Every answer that you need, all you need to do is go to the Most High. The Most High has got the answers for you. Stay prayed up. Meditate. Keep that connection solid with the Most High. Okay? Because that's how you're going to get all of your questions answered. That's how you're going to have the best day ever, every day, right? Staying connected to the Most High. Power couple, influential and dynamic pair, ambitious partnership, the yin to your yang, significant impact. And that's what that crazy ex is pissed off about. That you have moved forward in a high vibrational relationship. Oh, hi, Abasadi Hamadi. Who won? Are you talking about the football game? I believe it was the Chiefs. I'm on the road, so I'm not able to watch TV like that, but I think I'm gonna look up. There's an app that I look up sometimes, and I watch games from there. Sometimes I can watch them live, but sometimes I can tell they're pre-recorded and they're saying it's live, but it's really not live. And I really like to watch the game live. I don't know. I feel like once it's been played, there's spoilers everywhere. And then when I go to the gym, they're talking about it, you know, and I want to just see it. But yeah, the significant impact is this great relationship, this powerful couple. You're going to be awesome together. Some of you are already together. Some of you have already found this person, but you have to walk away and cut ties completely with your ex in order to meet this person if you haven't met them already. They're waiting for you. It's like a play, you know, where the extras are on the side waiting for, you know, right there by the curtain to come in, waiting for their turn. They're waiting for you to walk away from this devil person that's holding you back and holding you down, right? So you need to do that. Walk away from everyone and everything that no longer serves your greater good or your higher purpose. You're here for a purpose. God didn't create you just to sit around and take whatever someone dishes out. Okay, so be strong. Stay connected to the Most High. Talk to the Most High like it's your best friend. Okay, you will get the answers to your questions. And don't feel like whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Trust me, my life is not what I want it to be right now, but this too shall pass. It's putting me in a position to do exactly what I need to do. You know, exactly what I've been talking about doing, right? So, one step closer to what you're supposed to do by letting go of the things that no longer serve you. Okay? If it's not anointed by the Most High, then it's got to go. Snip, snip, deuces. Okay? All right? So that's the power couple. All right, Capricorn? You got financial freedom coming your way. You're gaining control over your finances, living comfortably without constant worry. Like, I don't have my finances where I need them, but I am monetized on YouTube now, so the it's coming. You understand? There's an avenue there where I can build on. The foundation has been set. All I got to do is continue building on top of that, right? Get the people to come in, right? But it was a long, hard struggle just to get to the monetization of YouTube, right? So now all I got to do is get everybody to come on and join. So grab a membership. You can help me. You can help my life be better, right? But that's what you got going on. And I'm a Capricorn, financial freedom, right? So you're gaining control over your finances, living comfortably without constant worry. So one thing, stop worrying, okay? Because worry does not serve you. You can stress yourself out and your body out, and you can cause cancer and all kind of horrible diseases in your body by stressing out, worrying over things that you can't control. And guess what you're doing? You're killing yourself for nothing, because guess what? It's not going to stop what's going on. Once you start stressing, you can't think straight, right? So just take a deep breath. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? Return to sender all of that darkness. right? And pray for their healing and move forward in love and light. Watch how things start to open up for you. Your financial freedom is coming, right? It is tied to you letting go of things that no longer serve you. So make sure you do that. And stop trying to take people, places, and things along with you to your next stage in life that don't belong there. Everybody can't go with you when you ascend, right? The whole purpose of being here is to learn the lesson, get the blessing, ascend to the next stage. Keep ascending. Keep learning lessons and getting your blessings and miracles and ascending until you reach the most high. That's when it's all over, when you reach God. Okay? So make that your end game. Don't worry about these people, right? The monotonous stuff that people do to each other. Forgive them. Everybody is flawed in one way, shape, or form. It's okay, right? But all you have to do is accept what's going on in your life, right? Do your shadow work. Deal with your past so you don't have all these triggers that people can press to upset you, you know? Everybody's not going to believe in the same thing. Everybody's not going to believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. You got to have your connection with the Most High so solid that nothing anyone else can say to you is going to shake you. Nothing, right? So that's what you want to get into. Loving yourself and keeping that connection to the Most High solid, okay? Because someone has sneaky plans for you. They're making plans behind your back, surprises can't see coming, keeping quiet about next move. So you need to stay quiet about everything that you're doing, okay? Keep it quiet. Nobody needs to know. These questions. Jam and Benji? Yes, white girls can wear braids. Anybody can wear braids, guys. It doesn't matter who invented something. Anybody can wear it. But these are not braids. These are locks. And anybody can wear locks too, because I interlocked mine. Doesn't matter what grade of hair you have. It doesn't matter if your hair is stringy, nappy. Doesn't matter. If you interlock it, it's going to dread. It's going to lock. Just like this. Because my hair is super soft. I mean, super soft. My husband went to cut the back of my hair for me. And he was like, whoa, this is like baby hair all the way. I was like, yeah, babe. That's what I try to tell people. My hair, they look at me and they're like, oh, she's got that nappy stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's not nappy. It's so soft. It's really soft and curly. And it didn't want to lock. I tried to do the palm rolls. It didn't want to lock. But I did the interlocking and bam, it locked, no problem. His hair, my husband is half Caucasian, half Native. I'm half Native, part Dominican, Irish. We're mutts a little bit, but I digress. Our hair is totally different. His hair it's got curls to it, but it starts off really straight. And then it curls after it gets about this long. And he's got the big curls, the big lock curls. Mine are a little smaller, a little bit more coily than his. Very much love to you as well. Right? Big 1111, American. Mwah. Mixed up mutts. Have a great day, Free the People. But yeah, anybody can wear braids, okay? That's right, Rico Rustic. Jesus did die on the cross for all of us. I'm very happy that everybody in here is being very positive for the most part. I've only had to put one person. I was only trying to put one person in timeout, but I put two of them in timeout. I pressed the wrong person by mistake. Anywho, they can come back in 10 minutes if they want to. But I said all that to say this, guys. A lot of people get a little sensitive about their culture, and everybody wants to say that their culture is being appropriated. If someone from another race is saying that they invented something that another race did, then that's considered more cultural appropriation than someone liking what you do and trying to do it for themselves, trying to see if they can like wear a hairstyle that another race wears. I don't understand why people are so darn sensitive now. And I swear Americans are more sensitive than anybody. We got to let this stuff go. All this little stuff that we trip out over, skin color, hair texture, That's idiotic. You gotta let that stuff go, man. Seriously. We're dealing with something way bigger than skin color and texture of hair. You know? We're trying to survive out here, right? We're all humans, right? Big 1111, we're the human race. We need to learn how to stick together. Because the things that are about to come out soon, it's going to blow your freaking mind. And then you're going to be sitting here trying to be friends with your neighbor that you've hated all this time just because they look different than you. Because there's going to be some stuff that looks way different than you that's going to come and try to eat you. Okay? So you better start making friends with people, other people. Okay? Because there's some other stuff coming for us. Okay? You guys need to open your eyes and open your heart and start loving each other and stop hating each other. Right? We can't conquer all of this darkness with darkness. You can only conquer darkness with love and light. So get into it, yeah? Because the darkness will swallow you whole. Okay? Don't let it. It's not worth it. It just really isn't. So let's all vibrate high, right? Vibrate so high. Stay on this high vibrational frequency so you can reach the most high, right? So you can ascend and get back to the most high, because that's what our souls are trying to do, get back to God. This earth situation, this is a test to see what our souls can handle. You're going back to the most high, so get there. Stop letting Satan deceive you, okay? Love on each other, because that's how you ascend. That's how you grow. That's how you find peace and solace. Okay, if you're looking for it. If you're looking for mayhem and chaos, then go to Satan. You're going to get all you want. But if you want peace of mind, clarity, discernment, wisdom, guidance, love, passion, peace, yeah, go to God and you will ascend. Somebody wants me to shut up, but I'm not gonna. Because my message is love and light today and every day. So get into it, yeah. All right, Capricorn. Let's get this reading going. Radiant health, physical and emotional well-being is improving. Vibrant, mental fitness, glowing or shining quality. So basically, your heart is filled with love, Capricorn, right? And that's what you're omitting. You're not deflecting your craziness. You're deflecting love. You're like, here, take a little love, take a sprinkle of love, right? Because that's what you want to give off. That's what you want to promote. Oh, cool. Absolutely. Mr. Poutine. I don't know if I said that correctly. Apsadi Hermati, hi. But absolutely. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. Join the tribe. And if you want to grab a membership, go over to Nature's Daughter. Okay? All right. And lucky break. You got a lucky break coming in. Fortune opportunity appears out of nowhere. Unexpected stroke of luck. Positive changes in your life. And we already pulled the financial freedom card. So the lucky break is going to bring you financial freedom. So get into it, yeah. All right. So that is what we got going on there. Okay, what? Deck are we gonna use next? I brought the small Y spell deck. I should have brought the big one. I love this deck, but I love the standard size one. Don't get me wrong, I like the small one too. It's just so tiny. They're the same deck pretty much. The only difference is the size and the gilding. With the large one, with the standard size, it's a gold gilding. And this is my travel size deck, and it is green gilding. So this is my Why Spell Wild Reflections Tarot deck. Okay. And at the bottom, we got Ace of Pentacles, because your pentacles are coming in. Right, Capricorn? I can't make this up. But we already been talking about how everything is about to come through for you, and you got to release people, places, and things that no longer serve your greater good, your higher purpose, right? You've got to do your shadow work, deal with your past so it does not affect your present or your future, okay? That's on you, the Fool and the Devil, okay? And it's coming right on out, right? Because your journey is one that the average person does not have the courage to take, okay? And that's the tarot deck, the Fool's journey, right? But you're no fool. You know exactly what you're doing. You take heed to the warnings to make sure you continue to do so. With the Six of Cups, you got love coming into your life, and you got a lot of help coming as well, right? A lot of people have tried to stop you, but you got the big man on your side. You got God on your side, so there's nothing they can do to stop you. You got the whole world in your hands. Everything you touch turns to gold. So you need to understand that your worth is huge, and you need to know your worth. Just in case you didn't. Pop, pop. You need to know your worth, seriously. Because if you don't know your worth, how are you going to get to the next stage? You gotta learn that lesson. That's your biggest lesson. Once you learn your worth, once you realize what you're worth and what you're here to do, baby boo, it's going to change everything for you. Your world is you're going to open up your eyes. You're going to have the goggles on. You're going to see things differently. And once you put those goggles of clarity on, you can't take them off, and you can't force anybody else to wear them. It's like taking a horse to water. You can't force them to drink it. You can just show it to them. And if they want to drink it, they can. If they don't, guess what? They won't. It's their choice, because we all have free will. You can give people all the jewels that there are to be what they need to be, but it's their choice to actually take that information and put it into motion, right? So don't be upset when you go to help someone and they don't take heed. It's their choice. You can't get mad at them. It's like loving your family member, having this family member that you just want to take with you on the next journey with you. You want them to go with you because you want to see them succeed. They don't want to go, right? They want to wallow in the mud, and you got to leave them there and let them wallow in the mud. They'll figure it out. And if they want to come later, if that door is still open, you can leave that door open for them. But you got to let them come at their own pace when they're ready, when they've learned their lesson. You can't force them to learn it, right? Divine timing is at play here. And there's a tower moment coming, and it's not for you, but it's a tower moment coming that someone was sending your way. Someone has been sending you chaos magic is what I'm seeing. See how the tower, the watchful animals are sitting there watching, and the lightning bolt is not hitting the tower, it's hitting that person that's falling. It's because it was returned to sender, this tower moment, returned to the person that sent to you, and now they're falling. And they're going through hell because they're getting whooped by the Most High. See, a whooping by the Most High is way different than a whooping by anybody else, right? You can take it from anybody else. You can even take it from Satan. But when the Most High whoop on you, everybody turns their back on you. Everybody. And you're all alone. It's just you and the Most High. And you got to take it. You got to take it. And you better learn the lesson or you'll keep getting that head whooped. The devil. Because the devil's got his palms all in this, trying to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind, whispering in your ear, talking about he's God. Yeah. God does not confuse you. That is Satan all day long. Okay? God doesn't try to confuse you. It's crystal clear. When it comes in riddles and you can't figure it out, oh my God, what does that mean? That's not God. God doesn't come to you and say, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do. God says, hey, go over there, sit down, rest up, chill out, fill up your cup. It's time for you to take some you time. Learn. Go back and deal with your shadow. Go back and deal with your past. And take care of yourself right now. Let me do some stuff for you. I got this. Right? You're not confused there, right? You just know you got to wait it out. You got to be patient. because God's going to do it when God's going to do it, right? Satan's going to bring you this fabulous situation that looks too good to be true, and you're going to be so confused as to whether or not you should take it. Yeah, whenever you're confused, it's not coming from God. It's Satan trying to confuse you, trying to distract you from what you really need to be doing, which is patiently waiting on what God told you to wait for, right? So wait, okay? Stop being so impatient. The moon. It may be time for you to start a dream journal before you go to bed at night, because someone is playing with you in the moon, and you're powerful. You're a lot more powerful than you know. We all have gifts, okay? God gives all of us gifts. Everybody has their own unique gift. But your gift, Capricorn, is tapped into the moon. And you got people doing moon magic on you at the same time. They don't understand your powers. They don't know your gifts, right? But they want your power, and they're trying to snatch it from you while you're sleeping. Make sure you're sleeping with your head covered, okay? That's one. And make sure you pray a hefty prayer of protection every night before you go to bed. And honestly, make prayer a part of your life consistently. Make sure you're praying numerous times a day. Talk to God frequently. Keep yourself covered, okay? Keep that anointing on you, babe. That's the person, that's who you want to talk to on a regular basis. Forget talking to all these people, all this, the people that have you confused, that's just, Satan's attachments trying to continuously keep you confused, jumping from person to person, messing with your head. Okay, so get out of that. Pray, protect yourself. Keep a journal by your bed. Pray, meditate before you go to bed. Ask any questions that you want to ask to the Most High, and do that for 7 to 30 days or for the rest of your life. Okay? But watch how you get those questions answered from the Most High, passed over loved ones, and just...
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. And yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Those are my pups.
How many you have back there?
2.
Oh, sweet babies.
They are.
Yeah. You guys want a plate of food from Walmart?
No, thank you.
No?
No, thank you. I'm telling you, it's been kind of... Hi guys, I'm back. I'm sitting here in my truck, man, and people are so nice here. I just love the people here. This lady is so sweet. She's like, I'm about to go over here and get some food. You want a plate? And I'm like, oh, good. And she's like, well, did you want something to eat? And I told her about my cancer and how I try to eat a lot of clean food and fruit. She's like, I'm gonna go over here and get you some fruit. You want some fruit? And I'm like, you are amazing. She's so super sweet. I love it. But yes, people look out for us, okay? I tell you, people, the human race is a beautiful thing, okay? And when I tell you, when people lead with love, you can't lose. You cannot lose. You gotta lead with love. Tabitha Lofton, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderfully blessed day. Yes, Big 1111, people are beautiful. When you lead with love, it seems like that's all you get in return, right? You might get a little shakes of craziness here and there, but for the most part, people are going to show you love. When you're leading with love, like that lady was just sitting next to me listening to my reading, and she's sitting there like, man, feeling the high vibrations, okay? And I love that. I love that. I love that we're just promoting love everywhere we go. And that's how we change the world, guys. One person at a time. Just love. So many people use your name in vain. I love it. The moon. You are all powerful, Capricorn. And you make sure you're taking care of you, okay? Get that dream journal going, okay? Take care of yourself. King of Pentacles, because your pentacles are coming through, baby boo. Everything you want, everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Watch what I tell you. Four of Wands. It's time for you to have some fun. It's time for you to have some fun and enjoy life. Get around like-minded people and go to a party. You know, go on a vacation with your boo. Go on a girl's trip, a boy's trip, something. Have some fun. It's time. You've been bound up and going through a lot. It's time for you to enjoy life, right? Find a way. Even if it's just, if you like nature, go out into nature. If you like watching movies, go see a movie. Whatever it is you enjoy, go do that. Just do it for yourself. Love is the trump card, Tabitha Lofton. You are so right. Three of Pentacles, because your pentacles are coming in. And as long as you're displaying love and light to people, love and light is going to come to you. Okay? So just know that. Know that. And I'm really proud of what I'm seeing in people. People are really trying to be the best version of themselves every day, right? And while you still got someone trying their best to break your heart, you're still out there trying to be the best version of yourself no matter what. So you keep that up, Capricorn, okay? Much love to you. And that Fool came back out. Don't let anyone, because people are thinking you're stupid because you're not succumbing to the low vibrations that they're giving you. You don't even have to answer that energy. You don't have to meet that energy at all. You're not a fool. No matter how much they think you are, they're going to learn today just how smart you are, right? They're going to learn today just how much your emperor is coming. Your emperor is coming. Your emperor is here to save the day. Yeah. You are not a fool, and you're attracting nothing but great people into your life, right? So I would say just go ahead and enjoy the love of that, okay? Enjoy the fact that God is filling your heart up with the best thing ever, and it's love. And you're basically here to teach people how to love moving forward. You know what we're going to do? We're going to use the Life Purpose Oracle cards. Yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap this thing up for Capricorn. I'm going to take a break, and then because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I haven't really done anything. My husband had to be ready for work. We had to get him to his ride to work at 5 a.m. We had to be there by 5. So we were up there at 4:30. And when I tell you that is earlier than I want to wake up, it's way earlier than I want to wake up. Okay. So, yeah, that's how my day started. It was like, take a nap. Okay. So you can think. And then when I woke up from my nap, I really wasn't trying to get up yet. I was wanting to go back to sleep, but it looked like it was going to rain. So I was like, let me walk my babies, because they will poop in their cage and I don't want to clean that up. Ew. That's not a mess I want to deal with today. So I walked them both, and thank goodness I did, because my boy, I swear, this guy, he's been on one lately. He's been really, I don't want to get him fixed, because I had my Dolce, my Yorkie Terrier. I had him for 14 years and I never got him fixed, but that boy took me through hell. I'm telling you, he was a small little dog, but he would tear up some stuff. He chewed through a door. He ripped the frame off of my front door one day, ripped the carpet up. I almost couldn't get in my apartment. This was back in Kansas City when I first got him. I was like, dude, you are a psycho. But I loved him so much. He was my baby. Oh my God. But I never got him clipped. I let him keep his little balls his whole life. And I wanted to do that for my boy that I got now. But King is a psycho, a serious psycho. And she hasn't been fixed either. I haven't got either of them spayed or neutered. because we weren't sure what we were going to do, you know? And I told him immediately when we first got them, she needs to be fixed. She's not going to be a good mother. She will eat her puppies. She needs all of the attention to herself. I don't think she's going to be a good mom. I think she will either neglect them or eat them. I don't know. She's a psycho. She's awesome by herself, but when other dogs are around, she's just not friendly. She don't like to share me with anybody. She don't even like to share me with my husband. She'd be like, "Okay, daddy, get away from mommy. That's enough. That's enough kissing her." But my boy, he's like, "Okay." But he's just ornery. He's so ornery. And when she goes through her cycle, he doesn't want anybody anywhere near her. He doesn't want her away from him. He's like old hillbilly. He's like, if anybody gonna sleep with my sister, it's gonna be me. He's a nut. These are my dogs. They're from the same litter. They they look similar. They This is the cutest thing. From the back, they do the same little things. I watch them in their cage and they're sitting there. They'll sit the same way. They hold their heads the same way. They both have the same color eyes that match their fur. She's like a chocolate and her eyes like a hazel chocolate color and her eyes are the same color. He's like a grayish tan and his eyes are the same color. She's more pit bull because they're pit bull and Doberman. She's more pit bull and he's more Doberman. He's tall and skinny. She's short and stocky. And her teeth, they're like shark teeth. Her fangs are like this. Her canines, his are like that. Hers are like that. And I'm like, whoo! If she ever bites somebody, it's going to be really bad, right? So, but I digress when I get to talking about my dogs. They're so different. But if I had left them in a cage for, like, I wasn't going to walk them until now. I'm glad I walked them when I did. That was a couple hours ago. Because he pooped twice. If I had made him wait, he probably would have pooped in the cage. Oh, that would have been an awesomely gross mess for me today. I don't want to do it. Because I'm almost positive it's going to rain. There are clouds everywhere. The sun is trying so hard to seep through over here. But it's surrounded by clouds. And it's just literally breaking through the cracks of the clouds right now. This is the most light that I've seen thus far. But these clouds look pretty dark. So I'm glad I walked them. Because I think I might just be sitting here chilling until he gets off. Seriously. I don't think I'm going to get out. Usually I kind of get out and venture around, but I'm not going to venture around today. And I don't want to take them because there's a lot of people around. There's a lot going on. But anyway. Right? No shit today. Only high fives. That's right, Big 1111. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I love my dogs, but I'm telling you, lately they have been a handful. Okay? But life is steady changing for me, you know? Life is steady changing. You know, I watched a reel and it broke my heart. Dawn, which is one of the best singers in Vogue. That song, what's the name of that song? Don't Let Go. It's on the soundtrack of Set It Off. How do I say? Don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Have the right to lose control. Don't let go. Go look up that song and look at the video. The woman that's singing the bulk of that song, she's homeless now. She's been living in her car for 3 years. This isn't what somebody else said. She said it herself. She was one of the baddest singers in Vogue. And then when she left in Vogue, she was in this little group with Raphael Sadiq from Tony, Tony, Tony. It was her, it was Robin, Raphael Sadiq, and somebody else. They were in this group. And I love that group too. But it just blew my mind, you know, that she's homeless living in her car.
I've never bought in Kiwi, so I don't know what I got here.
Okay, guys, I gotta share something with you. Cause I'm gonna share something with you guys. When my mom died, we moved to Texas, and less than a year, I say about 8 months later, my mom died. I'm about to share some real heavy stuff with you guys. Oh, man. Oh. My mom died suddenly. They said it was some type of something that was going on with her lungs, some type of weird pneumonia, right? It scarred her lungs so bad it killed her. The following year, my dog Dolce died on my birthday. And our life has just been teeter-tottering ever since. And then this year, I get diagnosed with stage 2 carcinoma cancer of the liver. And things had got real bad for us. We were living in a hotel. And then after the cancer diagnosis, we lost everything. We were struggling to survive for these last few months. But I'm gonna be vulnerable and honest with you guys. The cancer diagnosis, that broke us. It broke us. And we're homeless right now. And my husband is working his butt off trying to get us in a better situation. We're just trying to get us an RV because we don't want to live in anybody else's house anymore. We don't want to live in a rental property anymore. We don't want to do that. You know, we just want to get something that's ours and get on out of Dodge. But that's what's going on. He's at work, and when he's at work, I hang out in the truck, me and the dogs. And that woman that just came up to me, she's come up to me before. She came up to us earlier this week, and she was sitting next to us. And we were getting up and getting ready for our day. And I was talking to the dogs. He was getting ready to walk the dogs, and I was talking to the dogs, and I was like, my girl is on her period. And I was like, just talking to her, she's real bitchy. And I was like, it's okay, baby. The men don't understand what you're going through right now. And she just walked up to us and gave us money. She gave us like $20. And I was like, that was so sweet. She didn't have to do that. But that same woman just came over here and she was trying to buy me something to eat. And I was trying to tell her it's okay, and she would not take no for an answer. I told her that I'm a cancer survivor and I've been trying to eat clean, because she was trying to buy me some fast food, and I was like, no, that stuff really messes my stomach up. And she was like, well, what do you want? And I told her what I would like, and I said grapes and kiwi. She went and bought me. She said, I've never bought kiwi before. She went and bought me the best kind of kiwi and some grapes. And she gave me $20. That's what I mean about healing the world with love. When I told you guys about a week or two ago that I'm going through a lot, and I know people always get on here and start asking for money. And I said, I'm not going to ask anybody for anything, because we've been wanting to buy land and buy an RV and do the RV life for a while. And we've been talking about it, and I feel like God just put us in a situation where we have to be about it. We have to go ahead and do that. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm sharing this with you guys right now because I'm a very honest person, and I don't want to sugarcoat things. I want people to understand that I'm a human being and I go through stuff just like you guys. You know, I felt something coming. I knew something was coming. And I knew it was something that I was just going to have to let happen because it's part of the lesson that I have to learn. But I just wanted to be vulnerable with you guys and let you know that I go through stuff too. And this too shall pass. Just like I'm telling you guys, my life is not everything I want it to be right now, but this too shall pass and it will get better. And it is getting better every day. You know, I reconnected with my big brother and my little brother because of this situation. They've been helping me as much as they can because they're going through their own stuff. You know, they got their own life to live. But help comes through, you know. When I really desperately need it, people do come through. With, like, my husband went to a staffing agency to get a job on Monday, and he got a job. And somebody that he had talked to before in that line came up there and he said, I'm not looking for a job today. I came here looking for you. He said, I got my lawsuit. I bought my wife a new car. I bought myself a new car, and I wanted to bless you. And he gave my husband $100. Those are the blessings that we've been getting. And we didn't have a dollar to our name, and we had next to no gas in our truck. So when I told you guys my truck got taken, yeah, the hotel we were staying at had my truck towed, just being evil. And I may not be able to get it back. And I paid for that truck $17,000 cash when I won my settlement when I left California a few years ago. I bought my husband a truck and I bought myself a truck. I spent $30,000 on 2 trucks, and they took my truck. So that's just a sacrifice that I had to make. And this is part of that sacrifice, but I wanted to share that with you guys because everything doesn't always come to you the way you want it to, but it always gets greater later. It always gets better. This is my rock bottom, right? I was unwilling to let go of certain things in my life, and I had to let go of them. And God was like, okay, well, since you're unwilling to let go, I'll put you in a situation where you won't have a choice. You can't take it with you because you don't have space. So just know that life can get hard and it can seem unbearable, but it's not. It's always a lesson to be learned, and you just gotta learn that lesson. And just understand, sorry guys, I gotta clean my nose or it's just gonna keep running. Um, you gotta understand that just because something is happening to you does not mean it's the end all. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna get better, okay? It will get better. We will be fine, you know? We're gonna be fine. I know we're gonna be fine. And I know that's right, Big 1111 and Free the People. Angels are all around me. I got monetized on my Nature's Daughters channel on my big brother's birthday. It went through and was finalized on September 17th, my big brother's birthday. And he just turned 55. Yeah. Yeah. But, and that was a blessing. Even though I haven't really made any money from it yet, I can now. It's an option. I'm trying to get that all solidified, even though I don't. It's really hard because everything is all scattered, you know. You got stuff in storage. You got to go to storage, you know, when you can and all that stuff. Anyway, right now things are just not exactly where I want them to be, but they will be. And I've dealt with my shadow work, and I'm doing all the things that I need to do to make my life better now, and doing everything that I can to make my life better in the future, laying the foundation for a better tomorrow, a better today, and a better tomorrow. And that's all we can do, guys. If it's out of your hands, give it to God. That's what I've been doing. I've cried so many tears during this situation that I'm like, whenever something happens, I was panicking every time something happened. I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Oh my God, what are we gonna do? And then it got to the point where I'm just like, okay, well, God, I know you got me. I know you got me. And I feel like that was my biggest lesson, just giving it to God and letting God handle it, and not sitting here trying to make it happen myself, just letting it go. And that can be the hardest thing ever, but I'm very happy and proud of myself that I'm able to do that. Right? Only up from here. Yep. God has a plan, a huge plan. Thank you for putting me on your prayer list. I appreciate you, Big 1111. And Free the People, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. And the pups, oh my God, they are adapting. They really are. They really are, especially my girl. So, my girl is a cuddler. She loves to cuddle with me. She loves to sleep with me. When I let her sleep with me, I swear she tries to climb into my soul. Hi, golden child. Um, she uses me as a pillow, and it's like she's my protector. She don't want nobody to get anywhere near her mommy. She just loves me so much. I love her so much too. My husband was like, she tolerates me, but she loves you. When he's like, when I stick my hand in there, her tail goes a little bit, but when I stick my hand in there, she's like, boom, 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 boom. That's why I call her a baby dinosaur. Because when she shakes her tail, when I touch her, she knocks over everything around her. Like, I love my mommy. Doot, 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 doot. So she's adorable. And King, he just sounds like an old, angry dog. He's like, roo, 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 roo. But he always lets us know when somebody's around, when anybody gets close to our truck, especially if we're sleeping. So thankful to have them because they are our protectors. They really are. But I'm glad I was vulnerable with you guys because, when I saw that video from Dawn from In Vogue, I was like, I thought about it. I was like, I should be honest with my subscribers and my viewers and let them know my situation. So you guys know when I'm not posting, it's because I don't have Wi-Fi. Um, right now I'm in the Walmart parking lot, so I got free Wi-Fi here. And sometimes I'll go to McDonald's parking lot and get free Wi-Fi there. But I try not to use up the internet on my phone because I've got a track phone. $15-$20 don't get you a whole lot of gigabytes, right? You get unlimited talk and text, but you only get a certain amount of gigabytes. So I try not to use my internet unless I have to. I try to use only Wi-Fi so I can have my internet for emergencies. But yeah, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things, like my husband's wallet got stolen and pertinent information was in there, and we've been waiting for his ID to come for 3 weeks now. It's just like a lot of things got stopped, but then we realized that even though we're going through this, every time we cut a corner, every time we were about to do something, something would happen to us to stop us from doing it, and then we would see why we couldn't do it. We were about to get a hotel, and the place that we were going to go get a room at with weekly rates, somebody was doing something illegal in there, and they got raided, and the SWAT team hit them with flashbangs and stuff. We were like, I'm glad we didn't go there. It's like we were saved. One time we were about to go to another place, and when we were about to put the money in my bank account, my credit union account, and the truck stopped right there at the ATM. And I was just saying, I don't really want to put this money in here. I want to check my account and make sure everything's good before I add money to it, right? Especially in this situation. Sometimes things go through that you forgot about and it fucks up your account, and you don't want to put money in, and it takes from the money that you got because that's all you got, right? So anyway, the truck stopped and it would not start. We tried to get a jump and it started smoking. We were like, what the hell? Right? So we pushed the truck back. My husband is a very strong man. Thank God I got a big, strong man, because otherwise we would have been up Shit's Creek. I'm not going to play without a paddle, because this is not a small truck. It's a 2009 Dodge Ram. Okay, 1500. So He pushed the truck back, and I'm, with a strong arm, trying to gear it, steer it. And we got it into a parking spot, and we hoofed it, tried to walk down to an auto parts place to go get a new starter, because that's what we figured it was. We get all the way, because we called, get all the way down there, that store's closed. It was a 1.5 miles total walk. No, it was 3 miles. It was 1.5 miles to get there, 1.5 miles to get back. So it's 3 miles. We walked, get there, wasn't there. Okay. They were closed, and we found out that the calls were being sent to different stores. Anyway, it was just a whole big mess. When we got back, the truck started. And it was like, it just stopped us from getting that room. We were like, nope, something was not, we're not supposed to get that room. Like, we take our messages the way they come, and it's like, yeah. Right, creative financing, right? That's right, free the people. Yeah, big 1111. I think you're right, because there are a lot of people that are homeless that are working. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like at night where we go to sleep, there's so many people that line up with us, the same people every night. And they are gone all day. They have jobs. Guys, there are so many people that are working that are homeless, that are living out of their vehicles with their kids. Yeah. So, people were like, my little brother was like, you should go and you should go and do this. You should go stay with this family member. And I was like, to be honest with you, I don't want to go live with anybody. I've had people take advantage of me because I'm a nurturing caregiver, and I had somebody very close to me in my family that used me for that. Thought they were gonna live off of me forever, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna send you off to your family, to your other family members, and let them do that, because I'm not willing to give up my life like that. I was willing to do that for my mother only. She's the only person I was willing to do that for, because she did everything for me. She sacrificed everything for me. I've had a lot of messed up things happen to me in my life, but my mom was always there. Always there. Even in her hospital bed, she was still like, she died 2 weeks after my birthday. That year she died 2 weeks after my birthday, and the following year my dog died on my birthday. It was just like, what the hell? But she was still trying to take care of me on my birthday before she passed away, trying to make sure I had a good birthday. And I was like, Mama, I can't be happy with you in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? She was my world. I loved her. I love her so much. But I loved her. She was my everything, and I took care of her until, even in the hospital, I was there every day to give her a bath and give her a shower and wash her body for her. She wouldn't let nobody else wash her up. They be like, you want to take a shower? She'd be like, my daughter's coming. She's going to give me a shower. And I did. Every day I gave her a shower. And then when they put the tube, when they ventilated her and I couldn't give her a shower anymore, I would come and I would lotion her hands and her feet every day, because she took very much pride in having her hands look young and not look old, and having her feet soft. And I just took care of her until she passed. Even in the hospital, I loved her so much. But that was the only person I was willing to do that for. And I think other family members were, my mom's name was Patricia Lafitte. Patricia. On my arm, that's for her. I got that before she passed. I had 2 hearts connected that said mom in the middle, and I had a cross on this side. My brother was so annoyed by how horrible those tattoos looked. He took me to his tattoo artist when I went to visit him in California, and these are cover-ups. This is a cover-up of the hearts, and that's why it's not centered. The tattoo artist told me to make sure I tell people that it was a cover-up. It's because he knows how to center a tattoo. And this was a cover-up as well. This was a horrible tattoo. He did such a great job covering that up. Oh my God, when I tell you, he is the man. Okay, hold on, I gotta blow my nose. But yeah, my mom, she was everything. God, I loved her so much. And but I had a family member that tried to take advantage of me and tried to have me. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. She was such a loving person everywhere she went. Like everywhere we ever lived, she had kids there. You know, all of my friends became her babies, her other children. Everybody loved my mom. Our house was always the kicking spot for every holiday. We always barbecued. My mom would cook, you know, and it was the spot. Everybody loved to hang out at my house because my mom was amazing. But yeah, I had another family member try to take advantage of that part of me and thought I was going to take care of them forever. And I was just like, man, I can't give that to everybody. You know, everybody can't get that part of me, but I gave that to my mom. She got that until the day, till she took her last breath. And my life hasn't been the same since she left, but I'm getting better. I am getting to a point where I can look at her pictures and not just totally break down. Um, and I'm understanding now that I don't need to be embarrassed about what I'm going through. Because that was my thing. I was embarrassed. You're a mama's boy for life. Hey, I understand it. I do. I really do. Because the mama's love is mama's love. You can't get that from nobody else. Nobody will ever love me the way my mom did. Nobody can replace that love. So if you have your mom with you guys, anybody out here, if you're upset with her for anything that she did, find a way to forgive her, because I know a girl whose mom was a drug addict when she was young, but she's not a drug addict anymore. And she's still punishing that woman, her and her brother. They have family get-togethers. The brother will get drunk and start bashing the mom and talking about how horrible she was and how she let all this messed up stuff happen to her daughter. And then her daughter will chime in. And, you know, it's like, man, you can't punish a person forever. Things happen to me too, but I'm not blaming my mom for it. I'm not blaming her because she had to work. She had to take care of me, you know? She had to get out there and work to take care of me, and somebody had to watch me while she was working, and everybody that watched me wasn't always, you know, on the up and up, and that's not her fault, you know? People got to understand that things are going to happen to us to make us stronger. You know, me losing my mom, it was a part of something that had to happen. She wasn't supposed to live forever, right? I had to be able to love her without attachment, you know? And I didn't get a chance to. Oh, condolences. Love forever for your mom, Roberta. Yeah, the hardest thing and the biggest gift. Because I'm telling you, I think when we have such a closeness and close relationship to our mom, we kind of, I don't know, we don't give other people that the chance to love us like that, you know? I don't know. Like the man that I'm with, his birthday is the day after my mom's birthday. And when I met him, I swear me and my mom fell in love with him. My mom never really, she tolerated people that I dated, but this one she loved. She loved him from the moment she met him. She said, I feel so protected when he's around. She loved him, and she was all for our relationship. And she told me one day, she was like, if I die tomorrow, I know he's going to take care of you. And they were so close. So I'm saying all this, I'm sharing all this with you guys because, one, I want you to know I'm a real person that goes through the same stuff that you guys go through. But two, I just wanted to be honest because there's no need for me to be embarrassed. This is the reality of my life right now. And I don't want to sugarcoat it. I don't want you guys to think that my life is some grandiose thing that it's not. You know? It's not grandiose, but I am safe. I'm safe. I'm with somebody that loves me, that's doing everything he can to take care of me. I can't work, you know, I've tried. We did a job one day that he found on Craigslist. Mud Factor. Look them up. You might see us on there. Mud Factor, when they were in Texas. I think that town that we were in was Idalou, Texas. But they did this mud run. It was about a week or two ago. But yeah, I was so whooped. Oh God, it took me a week to recover from that. My body was, and the next day, that night I was hurting, but the next day, oh God, I was so sore. I could barely walk. I could barely move. My hands were achy, and I've been braiding hair since I was 9 years old. I can't braid anymore. I haven't been able to do hair for about 6 years, about 5 or 6 years. Yeah, it's been a while. So I was, that was my money maker. I used to make thousands of dollars, with these hands. But I wake up sometimes and I have to, like, work it out until I can actually move my fingers. I mean, when I'm brushing my teeth, my fingers go numb, from my injuries. Because I injured my right elbow, my left shoulder, and my lower back when I worked at Tesla in California. And I haven't been able to work since. Technically, I'm really not supposed to be lifting anything more than 2 pounds. That's why I'm really not supposed to be walking my dogs. And when I do, I'm in pain because they are strong. Good God, my pups are strong. Even Teeny Weenie. Teeny Weenie is short and stocky, but that girl is strong. She's got that pit strength. She'd be like, running forward. And I'm like, hey, sit, heel. She listens more than him. He's like a baby deer. He be jumping like, hey, I love life. I'm free. So walking him is a challenge because he's like, like a like a cheetah chasing after its prey. But I'm a real person. I go through life just like everybody else. Um, what they're doing in this government shutdown is going to affect me. I am on EBT because I'm homeless. And if they shut that down, that's going to be more money that we'll have to come up with for food. Right now, I get a little something for food. And it's really helpful. Like, we depend on that. Even though I don't have a home, I can go get food. We can go get meat and go barbecue at the park. And we got food for 2 days, right? And we can do that. And then I can buy fruit and we buy water, bottled water. Because I don't drink the water here in Texas. This water is, ooh. I lived in Flint. I was born in Flint, Michigan, okay? In the 70s. And I lived in Flint, Michigan, late 80s, like from 88, 89. We moved there in 89, I believe. But I started traveling on my own like a couple years later, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years later. I was in Flint not too long, like maybe 5 years before I started traveling, trying to find somewhere else to go. Because after you live in Detroit, I was born in Flint. My mom moved to Detroit when I was 6 months old. So I grew up in Detroit. And I was in the gifted and talented program at Drew Middle School. Like, you know what I'm saying? The education in Detroit is way better than a lot more places. People don't get it. Detroit had it going on back in the day. I go to Flint and it's like polar opposite. Horrible education system. Everybody wants to be a gangbanger. It's a tiny little town. Everybody hates everybody, and they really hate people from Detroit, right? So I got jumped every day. I learned how to fight real good there. Because, I learned how to fight when I was in Detroit, but I didn't get picked on as much in Detroit as I did in Flint. People they would look at me and say, you must have Indian in your family. Ugh. And I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, I do. We're mostly native. Why are you hating? Why does it matter? But, I've gone through a lot. And drinking the water there, I think it does something to people. Because once I left Michigan, when I left Flint, I swear I was a different person. I went to Seattle. Well, the first place I went by myself was Mississippi, and I got a rude awakening about black people and how they judge each other. How if you're not a certain darkness, you're not considered black. I was super pale because I'm, being from Detroit. We didn't get a whole lot of sun, especially when I was little. I don't know what the weather's like because I haven't been home in a really long time. But when I was young in Michigan, we had 6 to 8 months of cold as icy Arctic weather. Okay, we had all 4 seasons, but trust me, spring, summer, and fall were very short-lived, and winter was very prevalent. Lots and lots of snow, lots and lots of cold weather. Okay, so yeah, it was an eye opener when I went to Mississippi. People were like, so what, were the white people cruel? I was like, no, they were super sweet, so freaking nice. I didn't have not one Caucasian person be mean to me or rude to me or racist towards me in Mississippi at all. It was the black people. They were like, these white girls coming down here trying to take our men. And I was like, well, first of all, I'm not white. And I don't want these dirty boys. I'm good. Like, we were in Philadelphia, Mississippi. And if you know your history, back in the 60s, those college kids went to Mississippi to help them register to vote. And 2 Jewish guys and a black guy came up missing, and they found their bodies in the Mississippi. And that was a huge case because that man that killed them, they didn't charge him with their murders until he was 98 years old. So do the math. He was young back in the 60s. By the time they charged him, it was like the late 90s or early 2000s. The man had lived his whole life and had a great life before they charged him. And they just said they didn't want to charge him with murder then. He killed 3 people. But that's the town that I was in. So people were like, they weren't racist towards you? I'm like, no, they're not the same. Those people that were doing that stuff back then are dead now. They're all gone. Their kids are there and they're more evolved. It's the black people that hate each other out there. If you're not a certain darkness, you're not considered black. And even if you are considered black, you're not from there. They don't like you. And they were just really rude and crude. And they tried to fight us every day. But by then, I had lived in Flint. So it was like, run up on me if you want to. I had learned to keep a weapon in my purse. And I think that's why people say, when I tell people I'm from Detroit, they be like, ooh, she probably got a blade. And I'm like, oh, I do. I keep one, a real sharp one, so don't mess with me. But I didn't learn that in Detroit. I learned that in Flint. I learned that if you keep a meat cleaver in your Dooney and Burke bag, when those 5 girls jump out to jump you and you bring that out, nobody's going to swing your way. Yeah, I had to learn to keep a nice big blade on me so those girls would stop jumping me to Too Short, pulling up on me talking about, to all you bitches, hoes, and all that shit. Bitch, make me rich, while they pounding on me. I'm like, oh no, we're not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this. I'm going to get me a weapon and you're going to stop whooping on me. And I also had a bottle of, and the black girls are going to know about this because I used this on everybody's hair when I did braids. The Iso Plus mink oil hairspray. Oil sheen. Yeah, it's not the oil, the heavy oil sheen. It's the mink oil that's light. It's a light blue bottle. It's about this tall. And it says Iso Plus in silver writing down the front of the bottle. I used to keep that in my Dooney and Burke purse too for a torch. Because one day in Mississippi, 13 black girls pulled up on us. And they were about to whoop on me and my friend. It was just 3 of us. The girl that was from there, her cousin, and my friend that I came there with that was from Flint. Were we in Flint then or were we in Detroit? I can't even remember. I think we were in Flint then. But yeah, they ran up on our truck, 2 truckloads full of girls. It was like 30 girls there to fight 3 girls. I was like, well, we're not about to fight these girls. It's 10-1. I'm not getting my ass whooped today in Mississippi by these ugly girls. They were ugly. like inside ugly. They were just there to hurt us. They just wanted to mess up our face. So yeah, I pulled out that mink oil and sent that torch out the window and sent everybody running, and we got the hell on out of Dodge. But I was just like, man, that was my first experience outside of Michigan. I was like, why do black people hate each other so much? That was my thing. I was like, this is messed up. So I went to Seattle next. Oh, it was a totally different experience there. Right? Keeping it all the way real. I went to Seattle next, and my experience there was much better. I mean, don't get me wrong, crazy stuff happened to me in Seattle, but it was like you expected it in a bigger city, right? Not some little small ass town where it's like 35 people. So anyway, got to see Mount Rainier, beautiful. Bellevue, beautiful. The floating bridges to go to Bellevue, oh my God. Like, man, the ballers out there are psychotic, and they all are abusive to their women. I saw that. I was like, man, these women out here are going through a lot trying to be with a man to take care of them. I'd rather just go ahead and work and take care of myself. And that's why I was such a hard worker, because I watched so many women get with these men that took care of them financially, but they beat the crap out of them. And I was like, I don't want to subscribe to none of this. I was learning lessons from other people's trauma, you know? But I loved it in Seattle because those people were cool. It wasn't, being from Michigan, it's very segregated. You know, everybody lives around people that look like them. You know, when I went to Seattle, I came across people that I didn't even know existed. I was like, whoa, you are so beautiful. Where are your people from? God, I've never seen anybody that looks like you. Your hair's down to your feet. How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time I met a person with locks, I had never seen anybody with locks before. And this girl had locks down past her knees. I was like, whoa. But I met so many people that with so many interesting names and so many interesting mixtures. And it was just a melting pot for cultural learning, you know? And I was like, and you know how we talk in Michigan, right? We don't say core like everybody else in on the West Coast. They were like core, and I'm like, what is a core? You mean the core of an apple? They're trying to say car. We don't say core, we say car. C-A-R, car, not core. Anyway, they kept making fun of the way I said car, and I didn't get it. I get it now. Because now that I'm not in Michigan, I haven't been in Michigan for so long, when I talk to people back home, I'm like, whoa, I hear the accent. Now I get why they were laughing so hard. Because I did sound way different from them. They were super duper proper, right? And that's another thing I have to say about Detroit. When I went to Flint, they were like, you think you better than us, when I went to Flint from Detroit, because people from Detroit don't speak ghetto fabulous compared to people in Flint. You know, it was, you could tell I wasn't from there because I spoke proper English. And then when I went to Seattle, I really got proper. I came back sounding like a total Valley girl, like, oh my God, like, yeah. I had so many awesome friends that did not look like me, and I loved it. Do you hear me? All the experiences, good, bad, or indifferent. I loved it. I mean, I have lived a wonderful life. So the experience that I'm going through now, I feel relief that I shared this with you guys. One, because I was embarrassed about it. But I am going to visit Michigan again. I told my husband, he said, we're going to go back just so he can try Tubby's. Because I keep talking about Tubby's like it's the best thing I've ever had in my life. And it is one of the best places I've ever been to. I've never had a sub place to beat Tubby's, ever. Nobody can beat Tubby's. So we're going to come back for sure. If for no other reason but to try some Tubby's. I told him we might just do a train ride. That might be the best thing to do. I love that. And plus, I would really love to. I haven't been there to see the stadiums downtown. I don't know what downtown looks like now. I know it looks totally different than it did when I was there. And downtown Detroit is so big, you can sit a couple of cities in there. You know, some of these small cities that I've lived in. Now, the city that I live in now, it's not really that big. But, you know, you could fit some small cities in Detroit's downtown because it shrank, but still, I bet it's still big compared to some of these small towns. I've seen some things that they call downtown, and I'm like, this is downtown. don't even have a building that's big enough to be considered downtown. Like, what are you talking about? I just tell them to go look up downtown Detroit so they can see what I'm talking about. You know? It's huge compared to most places, and it's so much going on. Well, it used to be. So I would love to see it now. I can't wait to come back home. Honestly, I'm not going back to Flint, but I am going to go back to Detroit. Yeah, yeah, Detroit is huge. The memories that I have there is so amazing. Even the bad stuff, I don't care. Like this, like what I'm going through right now, guys. When I tell you, I'm happier being homeless than I was living in a hotel. I feel safer. I felt like I was going to get raped in that hotel when my husband was at work. I didn't want to leave the room when he wasn't there. You know, it was a lot going on. But I feel safer now. I really do. This fly is being relentless. I'm trying to let you get out of here, buddy, but you're not making it easy for me. Come on, this way. Come on. But, you know, I had to share that with you guys, like I said, because I was embarrassed. And I didn't want to talk about it, but I realized that I needed to talk about it because I want anybody that's going through the same thing. If you're homeless right now, know that this too shall pass. Okay? Whatever lesson God wants you to learn from this, get on that. Stay on your prayer, stay on your meditation. Everything is going to be okay. All right? I was able to get a gym membership, so we're good to go there. We're able to shower every day and go to the gym and work out. So I'm getting toned and tightened up. That's why you see this face starting to slim up more and more. I'm not overdoing it, but I have done a couple of things that I got to ease into some stuff because I look in the mirror and I see myself looking so young. I still feel so young for the most part. I know you guys see a lot of gray hair. I've had this gray since I was 17. Not this much, but I feel so young. When I look in the mirror, I don't see myself looking old. I see myself looking younger and younger every day. And when I go to the gym, I have to realize I'm 49. I'll be 50 in a couple months. And there's certain things that this body can't do that it used to be able to do. So I got to ease back into things. Right? Big 1111, like I think people don't even believe that we're homeless because we're clean and we have clean clothes. Well, we have a shelter. We have a storage unit. We were very lucky to find a very, very, very inexpensive um, place to store our stuff, storage unit. And so we can go there every day and swap out stuff. And then we can go to a laundromat and wash our clothes. We can go to the gym and shower. You know, we have things that, you know, and I got my food stamps to get food. And when we can't get food, if I don't have food that way, we got places we can go and get food boxes from, you know, and most of that stuff is canned goods. And we got a can opener. We can open up that canned fruit, you know. So that stuff. And when it comes to the canned vegetables, some of that stuff my dogs get. I incorporate when they give me mixed vegetables and stuff like that, like a big bag, a frozen bag of mixed vegetables. I unthaw that. Half of it goes into each bowl, you know, and I give them incorporate their dry food with vegetables. So my dogs get to eat good too. They eat better than we do. They eat when we don't eat. And what is this? Somebody just pulled up like right next to me. I have to be careful and keep my stuff right next to me because I don't know what people are on, and this person is pulled up so close to my vehicle that I'm not even in a parking spot. Anyway, um, but yeah, sometimes things get a little weird around here, but other than that, I'm good to go. So I had to share all that with you guys because, like I said, I was embarrassed and there's just a lot going on, and I don't feel like I don't want to lie. It's just not in me. It is what it is. And if somebody wants to judge me for my situation, so be it. But if anybody does want to donate, my Cash App is in my description of my channel. Um, Nature's Daughter 1976. I am monetized on Nature's Daughter. Um, but if anybody wants to donate to me, I would prefer if you do it through Cash App because I have to reach $100 before I will actually get the money from YouTube, and I'm nowhere near that. I think I've gotten one donation, a super thanks, a $2 super thanks, and YouTube takes a little more than half of that up front. So I understand Free the People. And, I know a lot of people can relate to me because there's a lot more homeless people out here than people think. But I just felt the need to keep it real. If Dawn from In Vogue can keep it real that she's been homeless, living in her freaking car for 3 years, I can be honest and tell you guys I've been living in a hotel for over a year, and I've been homeless from that hotel and got my vehicle taken. They towed my vehicle from the parking lot of that hotel because I needed to get my brakes fixed. I couldn't drive off the lot. I didn't want to push it off the lot and get it towed. I wanted to be able to get my brakes fixed before I drove it. But anyway, I've been homeless since the 1st of October. This all happened on the 1st. So I feel better. I feel lighter that I shared that. Um, it is what it is, right? And like I said, if anybody wants to donate or tip or support me in any way, please do it on my Cash App, Nature's Daughter 1976. Okay? If you want to do a super thanks, that's cool. I appreciate it. I just probably won't see that for a while, for a very long time, so it won't really help me right now. But only way it's going to help me is if it's at more than $100 because I have to reach $100 before I can get any money that comes to me. But anywho, I'm going to move forward and continue this reading. I'm going to pull a few more cards for Capricorn, and then I'm going to, I might stop this reading and come back and do Libra, because the order that I'm going for this marathon is Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo. Okay, we pulled that order at the beginning of the reading. But like I said, a very sweet lady that has helped me out once before, earlier this week, brought me grapes and golden kiwi, and I'm about to take a break and eat them. Actually, I might not even take a break. I might just eat them while on camera, okay? Because that's how we're getting down, okay? It's all live here, so I'm sharing my life with you guys. I'm not going to eat the kiwi in your faces. I'm going to have to cut those, but I will be eating these grapes right here. Because I don't have to cut those. Ooh, let me close those doors. Get a little warm. The sun is out. It finally broke through the clouds and it's beaming on me. Ooh, these grapes look good. Look at that grape. That grape looks amazing. Mmm. Yep. That's good. That's a good grape. Get out of here, fly. You can't have any. He's like, I want a grape too. Close those back up because the fly is trying to come in. We're not sharing with the fly. Yes, we did go from friends to family today. Free the people. We absolutely did. I decided it's time to be vulnerable and 100% real. That is the reason why I haven't been able to do readings regularly this month, because I'm living in my husband's truck. Me and my husband and my 2 puppies. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. He's got a job with some people that are really, they're keeping him working. They know our situation, you know, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better really fast for us, you know, because we've embraced the situation. We are grateful for what we have. We're grateful for each other. Um, we've gone through the ups and downs, you know. But I just feel like when you hit a bottom like this together, there's nowhere to go but up. At one point, I kept saying, "Well, there's nowhere to go but up from here," and we just kept going down further and further. I was like, "Oh God." I'm almost afraid to say that there's nowhere to go but up from here, because every time I said that, something else happened. But I really truly feel like things are about to just get really good. And some of this has been spiritual warfare. I do have people doing black magic on me. I know that for a fact. But this too shall pass, and I return to sender all of that crap. I rebuke it in the name of the Most High. Okay? I'm grateful for this experience and all other experiences in my life, because even the ones that we think are low vibrational or bad, quote unquote, are here to teach us a lesson. And once that lesson's learned, guess what? Blessings and miracles come. And then ascension happens. So I'm not going to be upset about it. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You know? I'm just, at this point, I just feel like I have no worries, and I know God's got me. And I know my mom is looking out for me. I see her birthday every day, 8/28. And I love her so much, and I know she loves me. And for the longest time, I couldn't get that look out of my head. The last look when I went to the hospital, she passed. I wasn't there, and they brought her back for me, but she wasn't there. But the look in her eyes, and the blood coming out of her mouth from them doing chest compressions. It haunted me for over a year. And it's been hard, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough, but I'm grateful for everything that I'm going through, because it's making me a stronger person. It's making me more forgiving. And it makes me grateful for good people in my life.
Hello, Moto.
Pause, guys. My husband's calling. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap up this reading. My husband just called. He got off early today. So I'm going to go pick him up. And I just want to tell you guys, I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being so awesome. I really appreciate your energy. I'm glad you guys came in today. Free the people, Big 1111. I love you too. You guys are awesome. You guys really are my family. Guys, we are a soul tribe over here, right? And I appreciate everyone that came in to hear my story. And just, I love you guys. Okay? Have a wonderfully blessed day. Hugs to you too, guys. I love it. Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful for you guys. I'll be back. Okay? Have a wonderfully blessed day.